what you're doing.
There's a video of me on YouTube saying all our planes were stolen and stuff. All sorts of crazy stuff happens in my family. Like Uncle Steve blew up. My uncle blew up his kitchen. He blew up his kitchen. He was throwing firecrackers at his neighbor out the window. And he put the box by the windowsill. It's like right there. Well, he was throwing one. He hits the windowsill, falls into the box. Well, now he's digging through the box looking for this. He's like, hey, get out of here. He had just finished his house that day. He's been around for a year. So he runs out, and all the fireworks go off and blow a hole in the wall. And now he wants to get an ATM in his kitchen. Because when the interior decorator showed up, he's like, that's a problem. What are we going to put there? And he's like, I was thinking an ATM. The nearest bank is like 50 miles away.
Can we go sit somewhere else for a second? I'm about to throw. I'm not
crazy shit happens in my family. We do this thing where we take bottle rockets and I'm just gonna use this. We take bottle rockets and we light them, and then we throw them up like this. We throw them up in the air, and they just go any way. And sometimes they come back, and one went right past my ear. You know, I can't hear in this ear. That's why I can't hear, because there was a bottle rocket.
Told me that.
Not far from my head. I have ear damage. This ear rings every day, 24/7. This ear's ringing. Right now, it's ringing. That's why I can't hear. I go home sometimes and think, where did I take the wrong turn in choosing women? I presume it's where I started. It's like I turned. I'm following GPS directions. It's like turn right, and I turned left right into a swamp. And now I'm driving my Toyota Prius through the Everglades. What the hell am I doing with a Prius in the Everglades looking for a girlfriend? That's how screwed up it is. And every so often there'll be a Walgreens or a Penny's or a jewelry store, and I'll go in and buy chocolates or roses or a $59 or $89 necklace and give it to them, and it doesn't work.
Josh,
my Uncle Rich used to have a plane. It was stolen by Mexicans. They flew it to Mexico, killed him with drugs. Now, 17 years later, they found the plane and brought it back to the U.S.
Were there Mexicans inside of it?
No, but there were still drugs. The authorities seized them. Our family does not have any drugs. Well, we do, but I don't take them. You know, I wonder how I'm going to get a job in the workplace, because I don't really take anything seriously.
You should be a stand-up comedian.
I want to be.
I think it's a good idea.
You know how they have the little glass of water? Well, I have a little glass of Mountain Dew. Ooh, this is hard here. Gotta get some more Mountain Dew there. Yeah. Chaos will ensue. I want to do a routine called A Bit of Comedy. Because I do this great African-American racist bit. Yo man, check it out, man. What we doing here? We in the ghetto. And I do this song. In the ghetto, in the ghetto. When you walk outside and your friend gets shot, you know you live in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And every day you say, Lord, I pray, let me get hit by a bus today. Wham! A man get hit by a bus. Holy shit, man, that guy got hit by a bus. That's what happens in the ghetto. People get shot and hit by a bus. And they got tattoos on their arms from prison. I am a racist bastard sometimes. You can ask Nate. I call him Black Jesus sometimes. Whoa, Black Jesus. Whoa, Black Jesus. I mean, I love it. I love it. It's terrible, but true. I thought I heard my name.
I'm gonna be watching this so many times tonight.
But maybe there might have been a woman calling for me, but no. Oh, I gotta tell you another time about a woman. So, I was at a craft fair. It was Bonduelle Craft. And I was there with my uncle, and it's a small town, and this is the thing every year. There's a carnival and a craft show. Well, Uncle Steve is drunk. He's very drunk. I mean, he's at this point, he's doing a dance, and he does this. Do the song. And he's doing the song. And he's like, hey, I have nothing to do. He gives me a $100 bill. Says, okay, go and spend some money and meet women. I'm like, well, okay. So I met this girl, and Lori. Her name was Lori. Who names their child Lori? I don't know. Are you a bus driver? A Lori bus driver? I don't know. But I'm like, where do you go to school? And she's like, I go to Wabeno High. And I don't know where the fuck Wabeno High is. And I said, and she said, so you go to Wabeno High too? And I'm like, no, I go to Wauwatosa West. And she gives me this expression. What? And I'm like, oh, it's in Wauwatosa. And she gives me the same expression, like, what? I'm like, oh, it's near Milwaukee. She's like, oh, okay. So I buy her $100 worth of stuff. I buy her a purse. I buy her anklets. I bought her food. I bought her cotton candy. I bought her all sorts of stuff. I have $2.87 left. And then when she gave me her number, she put in 1-800-FUCK-YOU. So I got the shaft on that one. I was wrong to buy this woman. I don't even know if that was her name. She might have made up her name too. When you want to get rejected, just call 1-800-FUCK-YOU. That's what you call, folks. And you can just call me whatever. You know, I don't call people by their names. I would, I was on a rant. Instead of calling people names, I wouldn't go Chris. I just go, hey. And then you turn around and go, hey. What's up, man? That's how they do it in the ghetto. But I'm not in the ghetto. And Edward, did you see Edward? Edward was wearing a Pokemon hat. And he was wearing it like this. He's wearing it backwards. I'm like, Edward, we're not in the ghetto. We live in Wauwatosa, not MPS.
Gates.
Hello.
Do you guys know who Andy Gates is?
Yes.
Yeah.
You better know.
I know.
You better know how to swim.
Okay, now my perfect date would be on the 4th of July. First of all, we'd go to the park. And we'd push each other on the swings. I've wanted to do that for 3 years now. Go to the park with a woman and push each other on the swing. I would love that. If any of you with girlfriends do that, take advice from me. Take dating advice from me. I will benefit you. I know about failure. I know how to avoid it. Another thing. After that, we'd go out and see a movie, a romantic movie. Now, I don't care about romantic movies, but women do, so that's it. And I would quote the Red Green Show. I'm a man, but I can change if I have to.
Here we are.
I guess. And if it meant I'd get a girlfriend, I would change. Maybe. Probably not, but I would try. I guess. After that, we'd go out and we'd go to a place called the Swingin' Door. They make awesome burgers. They got a wicked, yeah, see? They got a wicked nice hot dogs there. They're awesome. And originally I would go to the Michigan Street Diner. And I was looking for this place with Matt Zanson. And we were downtown. We'd been looking for an hour. And I knew this place might have been in a place where it was torn down to make a hotel. And I pull a random business owner over. He was wearing a suit and a tie, and I'm like, you look fancy. Can you tell me where the Michigan Street Diner is? And he's like, it no longer exists. And I just cried. I'd gone there since I was 5. I was like, oh my God, no! It's like, it's that building right over there under construction. But so we'd go to the Swingin' Door, and after that we'd go on like a boat and go out on Lake Michigan and watch the fireworks. Because it would be on the 4th of July.
Just get it over with.
And then we'd kiss on the bow of the boat. So that's what I want.
Karen, why do you hate me?
Just listen.
I'm on a rant.
No.
You can't interrupting me on a
I'm not
on a
interrupting
rant.
you. I'm talking to someone else.
Well then talk to
Yeah,
somebody else without
I'm going to
interrupting.
have to go above your head. I'm literally using that term. I love doing that. I wish I had elevator shoes, not like elevator, but ones that actually elevated me up. Like what I said, I'm gonna have to go above your head. Do that. That would be awesome. I also wish there was a day where we just go around and punch people that have personally done you wrong. There was a guy. And he shall remain anonymous for his own protection.
Which one?
And he would always hit on the women I was dating, or I wanted to date. And it's not Chris. It's not Chris. And I had just bought this person a very expensive necklace. It was $85. With a 2/3 off coupon. So it was a $200 necklace. It was an expensive necklace. It was like $250 originally. Well, after that, he starts hitting on this girl. Like, oh, dude, that's pretty fucking low. Now, if I ever see this man again, he's getting punched in the face. Like, wham! Right, he's gonna go down. Down to the ground. It's gonna be like here. It's gonna be wham! Right in the nose. Square. Wham! Right there. Boom. I have a little target. Crazy Uncle Steve. He has 3 wives. Not at once. Not at once. He's had 3 wives. And he met all 3 of them in a bar. At the same bar. He met all 3 of them at our place. R. It's the letter R and then place. Well, after meeting the 3rd wife at our place, he's with them. He's on a date with this woman. And there's this Indian guy in this bar. And there's a town called Carter. This is what's in Carter. A house, a gas station, and 3 bars. There's more bars than other buildings in freaking Carter. Well, so he goes in, and there's an Indian guy. The Indian guy starts hitting on his wife. And Steve used to be a boxer. And Steve starts boxing with this guy because he was hitting on his wife. Well, apparently Steve lost pretty bad. But he did rough the guy up a bit. So he comes in the next day, and there's a different guy and a different girl. And the same Indian guy's hitting on this guy. And he just taps him on the shoulder. I'm just going to demonstrate. He goes, didn't you learn your lesson the last time, you dumb motherfucker? This goes wham, wham. And then he throws him out the door into the snow. It reminds me of another time when he had his nose broken. My dad, and Uncle Andy, they were at a Citgo in Kentucky. Now this is in Kentucky where rednecks are rampant. Oh dear Lord, Chris, rednecks are rampant in Kentucky. But so after this, they were at Citgo, and there was a domestic dispute. There was a guy beating up his wife and robbing the store. Well, so Steve took charge of the situation. He's like, Andy, throw that guy outside. Paul, you go. Paul's my dad's name. He's like, Paul, go in the back and clean the woman up. I'll go outside and deal with him. So he gets this guy outside, and Andy called the cops, and they received word of a domestic dispute. Steve is now beating this man. He's now unconscious. He's unconscious, and he's still beating him. He's still punching him in the face, and he had blood running all down him. Well, the cops show up and arrest Steve because they think, oh, he's beating this man who's already unconscious. Oh, he must be a murderer. And he's like, I didn't do anything, really. So he's got his thing, and the cops smash his head against the hood of the car, and it breaks his nose again for the 3rd time. His nose goes like this. It's like bent in 3 different places. It's like that. That is his nose. It is so screwed up. If you could see it, it's priceless. It's so screwed up. It's more screwed up than me. Almost. If it's broken one more time, maybe.
I'm trying.
Bye. Bye, girl. I didn't even notice you there. I am on a rant. When I am on a rant, you cannot distract me from said rant. Like when we had the replacement referees, I yelled at the TV for 12 hours straight. I rewound it, watched the Packer game again, yelled through the whole thing. And then I watched that play again and again and again and again and again, and yelled at it each time, a different angle. I'd move the chair. Okay, watch it then. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. Oh, now this thing. Ah, I hate you. Oh, you're bad. Oh, you also teach biology. I can just see Mr. Osmond calling a football game. Personal foul, I guess. I don't know. Can we talk about transfer RNA? I can just see it. I can see it now. Or I can see Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson calling a football game. World peace. Okay, I have to go. Unfortunately, I didn't eat any of my food. I sat down and had a rant. I had fun tonight. I had a great night. Okay, I'm not going to say who it is, but apparently both people I was going to ask out have now been asked out by other people, and they both said yes. Fuck my life. Literally, I would have gotten a yes from either person. So, but I have a fun family. Weird shit happens to us. I have a call, so I have to. You have fun doing whatever it is. Topher, have fun doing whatever it is Tophers do after they go home. I don't want to know what it is. Have fun. And with that, I am gonna go.
Bye, Josh.
Bye, Josh. Have a nice night.
You too. Nice chat. Can you throw that away?
Yeah, we got it.
Thank you.